Welcome to Side by Side Learning. Today I'm going to share my favorite Halloween books that we've read. We read quite a few, and lots of them I was like, don't like that, don't like that. And so these are my favorites, just for you guys. Okay, so first I'm going to share the board books, because I've got a 2-year-old still, so I still like to read some of those. So this is Five Little Pumpkins. This is my favorite version of this book. It's just fun and it's cute, and it was easy for her to hold. And so I really like this one. You can still get lots of different counting pumpkin books, but that one was my favorite. B is for Boo. This is an alphabet one, which is super cute. You could just use the letters, or there was a little bit of reading. And we also did like hide and seek. So this one would be like, oh, where's the lizard? And they would find it or whatever. So that was fun and interactive. The Spooky House. I love this one. You can see what's in it, and here Willow the Witch is in the kitchen cooking her special spooky stew. Ew, eyeballs. Gross. So let's see what's in the closet. And there's the gremlin hiding in the closet. So this is a fun one. In the fireplace, there's spooky eyes. I wanted to talk to my kids about why we celebrate Halloween, what it used to mean, and kind of the history about it, and this was my favorite book about that. So first it talks about what is Halloween. Halloween used to be a religious celebration, and then it talks about All Hallows Eve. It talked about some different history in Ireland and Scotland, lots of different things. And then it talked about how some cities celebrate around Canada. So I really liked this one. It talked about trick-or-treating, and it was easy to understand, but there was more information. It also opened the doors to talking about like what kind of religious ceremonies were there. We could talk about in Mexico, like Day of the Dead. Alpha Oops was a little bit of a trickier alphabet book because it didn't go A, B, C, D like lots of books do. It was out of order, and it was kind of fun for the bigger kids that knew the alphabet. So H is for Halloween, and then there's U is for undead, R is for raven, B is for, and what is he dressed up as? A blackbird? So they're trying to figure out what he's going to dress up for. And there's F and C, M and L. So this book would be good for your kids that maybe are struggling with recognizing your letters, because then they can't just fake their way through this one. You could actually like get to a page like this and be like, hey, where's the W? Where is it? If they point to this one, then you're like, oh, try again. Where's the M? And then in the end, B is, he's dressed up as Boo. Very scary. Happy Halloween. And then there's all the letters, and also in a mixed up, jumbled way. So this is a good one to work on those letter recognition, but also to be extra fun and a little goofy. I love the Cat in the Hat books. This one is a reader, so it's not the Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that series, but it is still tons of fun. And I read this one to my kids, but my grade 2 could read this one. So that was a good one. At the Old Haunted House. Very spooky. So by the old haunted house in the dead hollow tree lived a scrawny black cat and her wee kittens, and they scratched and they growled in the dead hollow tree. And then it builds on. So then you find out what happens. There's dust and there's ghosts, and it all kind of starts out by the old haunted house. At the end of the book, you arrive at a Halloween party. So they're dancing and they're singing, there's music, just having a good time. So it had some of those spooky elements, but it wasn't a spooky, creepy book, which I like. I like more of the fun aspect to Halloween with like a side of spooky and creepy. Boo Haiku. My kids love this one. It's a bunch of haikus. Imagine that. But each page, you have to guess what it is. So I'd read like this page. This bat is a spooky haiku just for you. A bony boogie rattling around the room, clacking to a beat. Can you guess who? And so then they would try and guess who it was. And if you look at the picture, then it was a big hint. So it's boo, it's a skeleton. And then here's your next one, and the answer is pumpkin for the next. But this one was really cute, and the kids really enjoyed guessing what the next haiku was about. Making friends with Frankenstein. This one is poetry all about monsters and stuff. So there's a whole bunch. This is fruit bats in the attic. Dead ringer. Here's one. I love you 'cause there was an old woman. Cousin Neville. Transylvania dreaming. So lots of fun ones. And what we did is we used this one for like a Halloween inspired tea party. So we made some cookies, had some apple cider, super easy peasy, and then we read some of these books. We also did the haiku book again because the kids had a great time. Okay, this is my newest favorite book. Loved it. I'm actually going to buy this one. So it is We're Off to Find the Witch's House. So they start on a journey. They're off to the witch's house. They're creeping in the witch's street and they're not afraid. They wave goodbye to the owl. So it's kind of similar to the We're Going on a Bear Hunt, but Halloween inspired one. There's a ghastly ghost and a mostly misty ghast. We're galloping past a ghastly ghost, a mostly misty ghastly ghost. So it's a fun one to read too. Great alliterations. We're running by a mummy now. I hope we make it somehow. I think I want my mummy right now. Here, hold my hand. And then they get to the door and she opens it. Ah! She's standing there. Happy Halloween. And then it's a fun Halloween party. So this one was really cute. And the kids enjoyed it, but most of all, I had a blast reading it. It's got that sing-songy, rhymey time to it, and I really appreciated the alliterations to it. Just because my kids are getting a little bit older and we're doing a little bit more writing practice, so this one was a really fun one for us. Thanks so much for joining us today on Side by Side Learning. I hope you found some excellent new Halloween books to read to your family this year. I hope you guys have an incredible Halloween. Stay safe, stay happy, get some good treats, read some awesome books, do crafts, do all of that wonderful stuff, and come back here and to see what we're going to do. I've got some excellent videos planned for you guys.